ended up at McDonald's all 4 work days for breakfast. I had 2 dinners at a restaurant, and then I leftovers for another. So it was just not the best, most productive food habit week for no reason. Good morning. I'm on a little morning walk. It's my last day off before I go back to the nonsense. I had a long weekend, so that's exciting. It's kind of been working, but obviously I've been off for a few days, so that's cheaty. But I want to give myself the best chance of making our new routine blocks work, and that needs to be more integrated in our ecosystem. So there's a spread I don't use currently in our main gamified journal, which I could use to follow our little rule about the minimum blocks we want to use. So in the last video I showed you how we use the whiteboard and the little routine tracker I made, and I want to work on those a bit more. I'd like it to be simpler, lighter, shorter, I don't know, but I like the idea of reusing those. And I also wanted to discuss, like, some tasks won't be 15 minutes, so we have to accommodate for that, especially the cooking stuff. So I'd like to split as much as I can 15 minutes aren't the checkable items, because that's fun, but maybe like some cooking times would be 30 minutes. So I think that's reasonable. It's not an escape, it's just realistic. And since today's our last day, we're going back to the circus. I'm kidding. Well, whatever. I want to get that done. So let's work on that together. What do you say? Hey, so I've been cooking a little bit about what I want to do with reviewing the tools we use. So I've been working on this just to keep track of the blocks, so we can keep track of the minimum that we set. I hate this. This is meant to be a very temporary and daily tracker, so this needs to actively change. And then this ain't the cutest little thing, and I'm gonna be looking at it every day. I want to make it nicer, and I think there's some things in there we should take out, so we'll review that too. I'll put that away so I don't blind you. I haven't introduced you to this beauty last time, but this is my 2026 main planner. It's a gamified journal. There's some videos on the channel about that, but I do keep track of a few things in here. We have our daily learnings are all in here, and we have our weekly spreads. I guess I could show you this. So it's meant to keep track of my gratitudes, my meal plan, and most of the days is for junk journaling, and also for little photos that I want to remember. So I'm a little behind, which is fine. And in here I also keep track of the 15-minute clean. I mentioned it's a little game, or it's randomized. I split the house off in 15-minute sections, and I draw one every day. And the modifiers is also part of our gamified journal. It's also something I draw every day. Yes, this is another journal. This is our daily trackers for habits, and we have hunt modifiers. So I wanted to keep track of those so I don't repeat it, but I realized I don't really care because it's randomized. So if it repeats, it repeats. So I want to take these out of here. I want this to be for my gratitudes only, and I'm gonna I've started keeping track of my fasting and my cycle. If you care, I could go into more detail about that at some other time, but since I do my meal plan here, I like having it close. Well, I don't have it here, but my cycle, because I think I was just waiting to start my period to know what day I was starting. It depends, so your diet can be adjusted according to your cycle. I've been playing around with that to level up those damn hormones. So I want to keep, track of my fasting, and if I should be eating more higher protein, lower carb, or hormone feasting, or more ketobiotic. So it doesn't matter. So that stays here because meal plan, that it's like it makes sense in my brain. And then our gratitude. So this is a daily touch, and we're gonna be adding in here. I haven't finished all of the spreads, but this here, our yearly tracker spread. It's one of those typical. You get like 2 lines. I don't know if you can see the little boxes, but every day has 2 lines. and 10 little boxes. This was initially meant to keep track of our skill levels and our points, but we're not doing that anymore. I know I just removed that and tossed it to the side. This is a big ass question, and it changes a lot in our gamified system, but I'm not ready to tackle that today. All I know is we're June 1st today, so we're almost halfway to the year, or we are, whatever, math. But I want to use the spread for the typical week we've been playing with, like the flexible time blocking. So my plan is everything before June. It gives us space for our game rules, but like we wanted to maintain a minimum of certain blocks per week and the reference of our blocks. So that could be a little reference section. And also I want to use it for the 15-minute clean section. So I want my reference, because it's another completely other notebook and it's annoying as shit to revisit. So I want my 25 randomized cleaning sections to be here. So then every day I could just give a color to the block and like write down whatever I cleaned that day, so I could keep track, because I do want to obviously cycle when I'm cleaning and not repeat that. So that is not completely, well, it's randomized in order, but everything has to get done every 25 days kind of thing. So that's the idea. So I want to work on that. So especially on my days off, like if I manage to do more blocks than just the one, I could do multiple colors, and then on the second line will be a quick little description of the cleaning block that I've done. So I think I like that. So we're gonna try that. And since this is really my daily touch and I really want to consolidate in this, because I feel I really want to make this foolproof when I go back to work and I'm under stress. And I think having everything in this one book, which also, like, please, it's so comforting to just squish around. But yeah, so I want everything in this one book. That's not what we're doing. We're doing this spread here. Squirrel. I want everything to be in here. So this is not working. So I was playing around with maybe cutting it in half and making it like the same-ish size. I could just tuck it in here and like it'll stick out a little. That's not bad. I need to find it, but I could stick it in and it could allow me to find my weekly spread faster, because this book doesn't come with little threads or like bookmarks. And it'll be cuter, because this is very large and in charge, which is fine. But I like aesthetic, and I want to try and theme it more with our gamified look, because it's the vibe. And I still want to stay immersed in this. There's a reason why it works for me. So I'm thinking we work on that. The grounding. Ooh, that sounds epic. The groundings. What are you thinking? Yeah, and I pulled out a few scrap paper that we're gonna use. So let me work on that. I'll speed it up quickly and you can, ouch, if I stop knocking everything. You could watch me work. It's a very scientific way to write things. Okay, so I like that. And then for today, for example, which is June 1st, we've done many things. Where's my list? It's next to me. We've done cook, clean, and self-care. Ain't that crazy? So then we cooked. We self-cared. And we did work out too. God damn. Well, we didn't. We did an extra long walk. What did I say? We did clean. Fun. Oh, this one doesn't show up a lot, but yeah. And then our 15-minute clean. I didn't draw it, but we did the ironing. So we're gonna say iron. Just like that. So then every day, it's gonna look something like this. And we'll have a beautiful rainbow for the rest of the year. Oh my god, I'm inspired. Okay, I think this is good. Again, this is my daily touch. So I'm really excited about this. So then I'm gonna get working on these routine blocks to insert, because then these would only be for our active blocks. So every evening we have one, and in the weekends we can, or days off, we can have multiple. And the weekends are grayed out. So just extra days off, then we could plan around that. So I think that's cute. So let me work on the routine and get back to you with the final product. Okay, so I took it out of the plastic sheet, but these would be our routine. So active morning block or routine, the after work, and the unwind every day. So this will live in here, and I'll check them out with a dry erase every day and use it as a little bookmark for our spread here. So it'll live right here. So I feel like it's much more grounded in our process, or in my crazy journaling world. Whatever works for you. So we'll try that, and I will report on how that goes once I go back to work tomorrow and stop cheating with the days off, and that everything's working as planned, because that's not how real life works. Right. Just a quick recap of what we did. So we remember this typical week, packed, overpacked on weekends, down to the 30 minutes. Well, what we've been trying to implement with the video today is more like this. So it's bigger blocks and more flexible blocks. It's obviously not work, but it's our routines, evening active block, and active blocks on the weekend or on days off. So work day, days off. It's not Monday to Sunday anymore. And yeah, we're gonna try and sleep at the same time, try and wake up at the same time, but sometimes extra rest is allowed, be it getting up later or taking a nap. So yeah, family time or optional active blocks. So what do you think? Before, after? I'm pretty confident this is better. Let's try it for real and see. Hi. So this is day one back to work after a long weekend. And well, you're only seeing a blue sky because there's nothing else to see. I'm stuck in traffic. I'm losing my damn mind. But I had a thought. So already I think we're missing a life admin block, because that's what I have to do tonight. There is, many things just to organize for better quality of life. Are you loving the traffic sounds? Yeah, if I keep doing new car updates, I might really need the portable mic. Or maybe I could close the... I was trying to get in my sun rays, from the light. But it's okay, I'll just do a quick update and then enjoy the sunlight. Because at least it's a beautiful day. We'll talk about work. That's not the purpose of this update. Well, you can hear it yourself, see? Things are a little crazy. My head hurts a little. But I'm looking forward to getting into our journal that we set up yesterday. Tonight for the first night, I'm going to draw my 15-minute clean. We're going to do our little after work block. And hopefully get start our active block around 7. Which doesn't leave me much space for dinner and our after work block. Because it's currently almost 5:30. And I'm far from home. GPS said about another 45 minutes. So it's going to give us an hour. Which I I guess we could push through and go quickly on a few things. Or I think if we do a life admin block, it won't take me the full hour and a half. So I might schedule some after work routine events or 15-minute tasks during our active block. So those are my thoughts. And thank you for keeping me company, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lanes, and I'm going 5 kilometers an hour. And there's nothing to see. It's just a boring highway. It's not even a bird in sight. So I hope your day goes well, and I might do a little update later tonight. Welcome back to the desk. We don't have much time. So last we spoke, we were in the car. Got here around 10 past 6. Made dinner quickly. I ended up making something because I wanted to save what I had prepped for lunches. By quickly, I mean it's 7:40. So we're 40 minutes late into our active block. But it's fine, we're here. So technically we would go until 8:30. So that gives us a bit of time. So this morning we did learn, got ready, packed lunch, we left. I did a bit of traffic university. After about 15 minutes I needed music, so we switched it up. I did not move. So yeah, after work, mail, garbage, there was none of that to do. Changed my clothes. Tidy is not done. Dinner is done. Pack lunch. Ooh, you see, that's why we have these reminders, because it sounds like something you would remember, but I didn't. Packed lunch. I do have a salad and eggs, so we'll call that packed. 15-minute clean. We need to draw it together and plan active block. Can you even see? Oh, I'm sorry. It's in a plastic. Plan evening active block. So yeah, I'm prepped for tomorrow until 8:30, which we don't have a lot of time, and then we'll go into the unwind routine starting 8:30. So that's here. We have our whiteboard to do our active block planning. But for now, what I wanted to do is to add clean, and we have life admin, which is another block we need. This purple will have to do. So tonight we need to do a bit of cleaning because we're late on our 15-minute clean, and life admin shouldn't take very long. It won't take like the full hour we have left. So we'll do a bit of this and a bit of cleaning, which is the dirty yellow green, like that. And then we need to draw our 15-minute clean number. Bam! 7 is kitchen. Ah, shit. Well, kind of works with the cleaning, so we'll do kitchen because the tidy we have to do involves dishes that I didn't do yet, so that worked out perfect. And so these are blocks for today, June 2nd. I'll report back around 8:30 to see what we got done. Okay, I made our evening active block list. We only have 3 slots because right now it's 7:45. So sort papers, send things to insurance, tidy and clean the kitchen. Let's go. Hey, so we've made it. We're officially unwinding, and you could tell by my voice because we're keeping it low and slow. It's 9. The goal is to go to bed by 9:30. So we've done our big evening active block. We finished everything. I went over 8:30 a little bit to finish the dishes, but that's fine. So we did tidy. We did 15-minute clean. We cleaned the kitchen. We did plan that together. My pen is running out. And I have my little dimmed light here. So it's nice because it's not blinding you with the glare of this beauty. However, I don't know if you can tell, but we're done all that. So I'm gonna update the journals, and we've done this. It's all done. Not the clothes. I always forget. And then update the journals, but I'm gonna do that without you to get ready for bed for real. And I think there's a pretty important element here, is that you've been my accountability buddy for today. So I might need to film more of my day-to-day to keep me accountable, because today worked. Today was a hard day at work. We still did it. We were late, we had traffic, we had to make dinner, we did all that. Took shower, got whatever, and it's not even 9:30. So I'm excited, because it's showing me that something's working. And tomorrow we have to leave a little earlier than usual, so we might have to I really want to move, because today was bad day for movement. Oh boy, it's dark. Well, whatever. I need to move, I need to learn. We might skip or do the reflecting a little shorter, because usually it's 20 minutes each from 5 to 6, but I'd like to leave a little before 6:30. So yeah, and let's help us for tomorrow by removing this. See how fun and efficient. So we did good, but we might need to add a new dry erase pen to our to-buy list. But that's it for me today. Good night. Good morning. So if you want a clue as to what a day I've had yesterday, I did not update. So I think we need to chat this morning. I'm in the drive-thru at McDonald picking up a very large iced coffee and probably no meat egg McMuffin to survive the day ahead, because it's a busy day today again. But yesterday it was busy, but we can you listen to the birds? We did go out for to celebrate my niece's graduation, so it took a lot of the evening in our routine, and I came home not too late. I went to bed decently early, but I didn't update anything. I updated a few things this morning. I'll show you a little clip of that if it wasn't too dark. I'm not sure. So yesterday there was no like 15-minute clean. We did part of the unwind routine. It's good, but we didn't update any planner. And yesterday morning I had to leave earlier. I think I told you that. So we didn't update, or we didn't do the morning routine either. I've been struggling with the 5 a.m. movement part, like the first 20 minutes when I get up, I'm supposed to be moving. And I haven't been. I've been just waking up later. So, and I think that's partly, like, I naturally fall asleep around 10:30, but it's much too late for a 5 a.m. start. So I want to get back into building sleep pressure more, so being more exposed to the sun, more movement, and different things like that. Because I need to sleep earlier, so the wake up time is better, and yeah, I need to get up and move. It's good for you, certainly. So this morning we did some light stretches, and as soon as I get my order in, I'm thinking I go for a little walk around work before the day starts. It's 6:45 now, so we're a little early. I have no meeting until 8:30. I have a few things to get done before, but I should be able to squeeze in a little, at least like 15 minute walk. Beautiful day, as you can see. So I'll catch up with you later. All right, so we're on that glorious walk. It's very windy. Glorious. I'm walking in a parking. Hi, I have my coffee. I hope you're doing well. So I'm gonna enjoy a few minutes. Right now it's glorious, a little cold even. It's gonna get hot and humid and disgusting pretty soon. So I'll enjoy a few steps, a few sips of the coffee, and hopefully get in the right mindset for the day. Oh God. Nah. Hello. We've slept. It's Friday evening. You probably saw the quick clip from yesterday. I won't say I fucked up. I'm gonna give myself grace. Yesterday was hectic. What happened? So yeah, I had to come back home midday and do my meetings in between some appointments, and doing meetings in cars and trying to interact with people was a lot. It gave me a little bit of a migraine. And then I didn't plan the evening block. She just happened. So I had to go to the grocery store, get a few things that were missing. And then I got home. The whole family, or most of the family, was there. And I had a blast with the nephews and got some workout in. We'll call it that because, you know, the stats show that there was activity made, done, whatever, it counts. So I self-proclaimed a self-care and workout block for yesterday. We did not do a 15-minute clean. It was a miracle that we got to the tidying up at all. So I'm happy and proud of that. I did sleep a little later than I would have liked, but not as late as it could have been. Went to bed around 10:30. Woke up at 5. Did not do the movement today. Not waking up anyways, but we parked on a busy street and went for a walk to decide what restaurant we was going to. So there was a bit of a walk there, but we don't have an active evening block planned for tonight. But we have it front of mind, which is more than I could say from, or update from last week. So let me get back home and we'll talk when we're at the desk. Hi, so it's Saturday. We made it. Barely. So I wanted to do a little wrap-up update for this week, so we can review this. And well, this wasn't updated. In one of the last clips I was mentioning to give myself grace. That is, I think, what most people, or what everyone should do at some point. I don't want to lie though, I'm a little disappointed that we haven't perfectly kept up with this. But that's not because I just want to follow a system or something perfectly. It's because the reason I've put this in place is because it makes me feel better and in control, and allows me to keep the good habits that I want front of mind and say yes to the things that are going to bring me further and say no to other distractions. So that's my thought. We did not update Friday, which was yesterday. I've done a little update. So obviously we went to dinner, which has been self-care block the whole week. I've not done anything else after I came home, so we'll keep it yellow. And it's interesting because for a bit there, self-care was the block that I would do least. So it's interesting. And I wanted to discuss a little bit of that with you. And this is my habit trackers, and I haven't even kept up the whole week with this either. And this is a keystone habit of mine. Like, if I don't do this, I forget about the good habits and the more long-term plan for being who I want to be. That's how I'm feeling this morning. However, I'm feeling excited to catch up on the blocks we haven't done, on other things. So it's a little debrief. We've been trying more flexible time blocking. We've been trying, we added a little rule of a minimum of these blocks per week. And we added it in our daily touch. We added our reminder sheet of our blocks, so it's efficient. We've been working with our temporary whiteboard. I've made this, I think you saw it Tuesday. So anyway, that's what we were trying. What I'm noticing, and without much surprise, is what has been working or has been easier or more natural to follow through. What was like what's been easier, like what's been a habit for a long time has been obviously easier to follow through, and what hasn't been wasn't easy to follow through, like getting clothes ready the day before, packing lunch. For some reason I can't wrap my head around it was never a habit, so I don't know why. I just can't wrap my head around getting prepared the day before. So I don't know if it's a decisional fatigue by the time I get to it. I don't know exactly why I'm like this because it would just set me up for so much success the next day, right? So I need to think a bit more on that. Updating journals, like I said, I told you about the habit tracker and our weekly spread. I also did not really, I think that was this week, so it's not even all filled. I completely lost track of our fasting habit, gratitudes as well. So there's something there, and I think I'm just tired. It's not really friction. So I need to reflect a bit more on that. What has been helping, I mentioned it a little bit, but filming the process or little updates has been helping me focus on how I want my typical week to feel, and to remind myself or re-put the whole system front of mind and remember that it's for my good and my progress. And another lesson, I guess, for this week was that unplanned does not mean lack of progress. Like we've done on Thursday, like we still found a way to work out and not go to bed too late, so that's still good. It's good enough. I wanted to also remind myself that I do enjoy logging what I do, and not excessively. I enjoy logging things to remember them and celebrate them. For some reason, keeping up with good food habits has been hard. Because I have food in the fridge. I did prep. I had good options. But I ended up at McDonald's all 4 work days for breakfast. I lost track of the fasting for no reason.